How's that possible?
Hey, what is going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. And today I want to talk about a very touchy subject about something that happened, I don't know, about 9 days or so ago, and that is the Barris Zeta fix, nerf, whatever you want to call it. And to complement our conversation, I am showing gameplay from McMole2. He sent this my way saying, yo, this was a pain I was suffering, and I added this to my 5's in-depth review. Many of you who saw the video probably saw this already, but I figured it needs its own standalone video because it really shows how powerful Barris's Zeta ability was. And I decided to make a fun little intro for this because I was trying to feed off the emotion that McMole2 was sending my way about this whole thing. So if you're interested, check the link down below in the description for McMole2's channel. He has a ton of content and a ton of clone-specific gameplay if you want to learn more about them, and he's working on some other things like General Kenobi and whatnot. But anyways, let's get right into our topic here. And in case you guys don't know, Barris Offee has a unique ability that has a Zeta upgrade. Now, if you don't know what Zeta upgrades are, it's essentially a new layer of abilities above the Omega mats. It's really hard to farm. These mats can only really be farmed normally through the ships challenges that we have on a weekly basis, and you need a lot of ships to actually compete in them, or you can buy the Zeta mat. So long story short, for the normal person, it'll take a long time to get Zeta mat abilities. But a lot of people found out that Barris has an amazing Zeta ability. Before her fix, nerf, whatever you want to call it in this video, her unique ability would allow any ally to gain 20% of their max health whenever they were critically hit. And then Barris gains turn meter and stuff like that. The problem with this, or what it used to be, is that upon Barris being defeated, this unique would still persist afterwards. So even when Barris wasn't on the field, as you'll see in the gameplay, her allies still get tons and tons and tons of health regeneration. Like, for example, Darth Vader, every time he gets hit with a critical attack, most of the time he's gaining so much more health, it's more than the damage you're applying. And obviously, when you work out the math, if you're not doing that much damage and he's recovering more health than your damage, essentially, hypothetically, you can never take him down, assuming you're always getting critical hits. Eventually, in the gameplay, McMole2 finally takes down the beast, but if you look in the video, it took nearly 3 minutes just for 5 clones to take out one character. It's just absolute bonkers. So a lot of people were complaining about this, and I have to say, rightfully so. It's not like a dodge meta where it's annoying. This is just absolutely powerful, especially when it's already great that she has the ability when she's alive, but to also die and gain this, it's almost like a second leader ability, and it was a very big challenge. It was pretty much a way to make it nearly impossible to do an arena battle in 5 minutes unless you had the right characters like, you know, Palpatine Shock and whatnot. But so eventually what happens is the developers finally stepped in. I'll show a picture of what they said, and they took the time to say, yo, this isn't a nerf of any sort. We're not nerfing her to the ground, but it's just a bug that we realized wasn't supposed to happen, and this ability is not supposed to persist after her death. Now, the text that we have now, it says the effect is disabled when Barris is defeated. That was new text they added. Before, it never said that. So it's kind of debatable whether they didn't intend for this to happen, or they did intend, but they weren't expecting it to be so powerful. So really all we can do is just speculate whether if this was intended, but they just realized it was too powerful, or if it just was not intended and they just really had a bug on their hand that they had to squash. So they did, I believe, compensate individuals who did invest in the Zeta ability. So it seems like no harm was done. I didn't put the Zeta on her, so I don't know all the details there. But from what I heard is that people did get reimbursed for this. But I'll just share my 2 cents on what I think about the whole situation. I've faced plenty of Barris Zetas, and yeah, they're absolute pain if you can't control all the health regeneration. What I'm going to say, I'm not sure if it's going to be the most popular thought, but it's just my thought, and that's what I'm making this video for. I think that making this fix was totally understandable. This unique ability is technically almost like a leader ability of its own. Gaining 20% max health every time a critical hit comes is better than a lot of leader abilities in this game. So I'm not saying, hey, let's just get rid of this ability all in total. All I'm saying is that I think it was justified to fix this so it just expires upon Barris disappearing, because that's kind of what a unique is for. It's meant to only be there upon someone being defeated. It's kind of like, I know this is a horrible example, but Snowtrooper has a unique ability where upon defeating anyone, Empire allies, they gain some turn meter. So it wouldn't make much sense upon him being defeated that the turn meter still goes, because it's only meant to be there when he's around the battle. That's what a unique is kind of all about. It's meant to provide some additional bonuses for yourself or for your team as a whole when you're in battle. So I definitely do feel this was a bug or something they overlooked. They didn't expect to write the physical text. This effect will be disabled upon Barris being defeated. And I think that even with this in mind, the whole fix that happened, I still think this is an absolutely amazing Zeta ability. Before the Darth Vader showdown towards the end, when in the beginning, when Barris was still around in battle, it was really helping her team out. Commander Cody would try to do this mass damage on Darth Vader or someone else, and they didn't even put a scratch on them. Instead, they would gain health back. It's like you're healing them. It's crazy. All in all, and long story short, I definitely think the fix was kind of justified here. I can see how powerful it was. Just looking at this video, I was laughing at Mick Mol2's pain. Imagine that being in Arena. Obviously, this gameplay is 8 minutes long. There's no way you can beat this in 8 minutes. Just have a bunch of beefy characters, put Barris Zeta in there, and you're never going to just defeat that giant wall unless you're very careful not to apply critical hits, which still is going to be a very long battle, even if you assume critical hits aren't going to be around. So I hope you at least enjoyed the gameplay. I was laughing so hard when I was making my 5's in-depth review and put this in here. I just kept chuckling at how long that battle was, and I hope you guys got a good laugh out of this as well, and understand the big picture of why they decided to go ahead and fix Barris. Other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to get out of your hair so you can watch the last few minutes of this Darth Vader showdown, which is just absolutely insane. If you guys can, please check out McMoles2's channel to show him that we support him during that rough time he went through, and thank him so much for all this clone gameplay he's been providing me over the past couple in-depth reviews. And as always, please drop me a like on this video, comment down below, and subscribe for more Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes content. And we will talk again soon. Peace out.